that little blue thing. Click on the screen. Like, see how? Yeah, click on the screen. Now, so you can switch it. Well. It doesn't. It's not even on.
It's not switching cameras.
Reset. Reset it, because it's not even. Camera's not even showing.
Testing, testing, 1, 2.
Check, check, check.
All right, we're good to go. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to beautiful Von Jameson Memorial Gymnasium for our last regular season game of the year for both JV and varsity. This is Christopher Gray alongside Coach Justin Hellman.
Howdy, howdy.
Tonight we've got the Wapahani Raiders against the Shenandoah Raiders. We've got some competition on the broadcast. We got the Shenandoah Network, the Wapahani Network, and 9 Star here. So boost those viewership numbers. We want to have the highest viewership of the 3 networks tonight.
And if it doesn't, we understand.
And if it doesn't, we understand.
I know what the common factor would be.
We do not take that personally, but we do. So the Raider JV tonight, last game for a lot of these kids. Most of them don't dress varsity. It's their last game of the year. So, it's JV, so we don't have a good scouting report or know a whole lot about them, but they've got to be pretty well coached because they're from Wapahani.
You mean Wapahani's JV?
Wapahani's JV,
yeah,
yes.
Yeah. And, I mean, they've had a program that's been lasting for years. They set a standard many, many years ago, and they've been practicing it. So I can't imagine a JV program not being very competitive as well, just because of practicing and building. And even when you look at the names on the roster, you noticed other familiar names that's
Yep.
been with that program. So they're growing it within. they're training here. So I can't imagine JV not being halfway decent, or if not one of the better JVs we've seen.
Yeah, very true, very true. I should have switched these up to 2 and 3. Now that I think about it, because I'm going to get confused. Because 1's here, 2's there.
Yeah,
that was my fault. That was my fault. Little internal struggles with the technology back at home.
I'm just super glad that you're over there messing with it right now and dealing with the.
We'll see if I switch it halfway through.
It's hard to watch it out here and watch it on there.
Man.
When you get to watch it on there, you get to see it up there.
Starting lineups getting announced. We have one referee that we know. We got referee Dwayne Crow doing the JV game tonight. So that is my daughter's favorite referee.
Ooh, that's interesting.
Mr. Crow, she calls him, Mr. Crow.
I wish I know the other gentleman's name, but being a person that goes to a lot of basketball games throughout the program,
yes,
you end up seeing him in different areas. And when I first saw him, I think his first game was a junior high girls game here at Shenandoah.
Yep.
And that was about a year and a half ago, I think. And he's just been doing such a good job that every now and then we'll see him at a JV game at Union, or we'll see him. So he's making a name for himself.
Making the rounds.
I'm not sure if I've seen him on the varsity crew yet, but they promote that very well at the state level of asking for referees to be able to sign up and do their part. And it's always nice to see individuals kind of jump into the game and try to, continue that legacy of the referees, because, I won't ever do it.
I want to do it. So once my kids are out of school, I'm all for it.
That's where you're gonna try to do it.
I'm gonna try to do that. Either that or take over for Mel over there. That's
so is it basketball that you would do?
Football would be easier. You just get yelled at by the coaches.
Easier?
You get yelled at by the coaches. That's it. Here, you get yelled at by everybody. So. All right, Wapahani wins the tip.
That was something I made a comment about. That was easy.
Quick bucket by Wapahani.
How a couple of these stadiums are very intimate. You're very close, right on top of everybody. So, but lapel was always nice because you're far enough away you can't really hear each other yelling.
Wapahani off the Nolan Rector miss will take it up the court. Working on the right wing. Raiders matching up man-to-man. And we got a quick 4-0 ball game. Nice putback there by Wapahani. 4-0. Points by Caleb Lewis and Hunter Rodefeller.
Both juniors on the JV. I'm noticing about 3 juniors here on their JV roster.
14 and 12 start. They got a sophomore in Longfellow. Carter Bell, a freshman.
Who is the
Bell
son
fame.
of Camden Bell, who's one of the leading scorers or highest scorers.
Three-pointer on the way.
For Wapahani.
Off, but rebound. And we got a quick timeout called by the Raiders. Now down 6-0.
Yeah, Coach does that pretty often, where if it's going on a run, it's wise to call that timeout to be able to stop that momentum.
Yeah.
And see how we can adjust for it. I'm not sure if we've made what kind of adjustment might we make, because those are simple things, is getting the rebound.
Maybe that's all you say. Get a rebound.
That could be it.
I remember, I forget which college ball game it was. It was a big bowl game, and they showed the blackboard or the whiteboard that the coach had up in his hand, and all it said was tackle. So sometimes the basics need to be, even at that level, you need to hit on the basics a little harder. So Caden Gray checks in for the Raiders for the first time. Jaden Campbell up top for the 3, just off. Wapahani with the board. It's a pretty good crowd for a JV. It is senior night. Wapahani's last home game as well.
Regular season game.
Regular season game, yes.
Yeah. It's only home game because their last their mascot is a raider.
That's a good point. Rector up top. Gets it off to Cam. Cam on a nice drive inside. Off the backboard.
Letting them play a little bit. Ooh. That one I need to look up on the Facebook. Coach Freeze put out there about some grab the rebound.
Yep.
Coach Freeze put out there about referees, a podcast about different scenarios that the referees talk about that most people want to talk more about. The traveling stuff where they take those extra steps, I don't see it called very often, if not at all. And it just might be one of those, like, take a step, then dribble, and then step. I don't. Like that one right there it looked
a little curious.
But it is early in the game for us. Nice. Way to get the hand in
There's
there for
the steal
pass
by the Raiders.
Almost gave it back. Drive. Oh.
And just to your point, little
making sure that we figure out how we're going to call it.
Yep. So
I don't see carry called very often.
not
either.
very often. Even in JV, it's not called very often, but at that point, it will look like it was necessary. Bell brings the ball up for Wapahani, up 8-0 halfway through the first quarter play.
A little man-to-man.
Yeah, sticking with that man-to-man. A little more pressure this time by the Raiders. Past couple possessions. Bell pulls up. He's a scorer. His brother's a scorer. He's a scorer. His younger brother's a scorer. His older brother, of course, plays varsity. Great shooter.
Yeah.
Left-hander. Music with the drive picks up the foul.
Camden definitely has a drive, like a first step that you just
quick.
I don't know if there's very many people in the state that has anything as quick as he does. It'd be interesting to see the traits that have been picked up from the family dynamics of practicing with each other, being in the same gym. And I know his dad, they probably live in the gym.
Oh, yeah.
Morning and night.
Music with the first points of the game for the home Raiders.
It's the Luce family.
Yeah, Nate Luce, the son.
The
dad,
two daughters.
The coach, they got twin daughters. Ten to 2. There's a little more ball pressure by the Raiders, which is good.
Yeah, it might be kind of a good. Oh, geez.
That'll be a foul on Campbell. That'll be his second of the ball game.
In the first quarter.
In the first quarter, he'll be coming out. J.P. Painter checks in.
Something that's a little interesting for me, at least my perspective, is body language. And we know referees, especially the one we've got on there. If you don't agree with a call, the body language afterwards, it doesn't communicate very well to both referees. So I don't think you're going to get a call or be a little bit loose with a call next time.
Yeah,
that's something that you got to learn as a young player.
Yep. Especially in basketball. Football's a little
more intense.
You call it after. You have a flag and then it's after the play, but this is so immediate in basketball that.
Yeah, and almost the next possession, like the next time you touch a ball, could be a foul or a whistle right after that.
Good shot by Jaden Painter. 10 to 4. Raiders, after that 6-0 run to start the game, after the timeout, have pulled even now, so 10 to 4. Bell goes up for the shot, hit on the arm by Music. It'll be 2 for Wapahani at the line. But yeah, after that first minute and a half, it's 4 to 4. But
right
in a whole 6-0, not a great way to start.
Where you hope that timeout kind of helped with that run. It's always interesting to see the dynamic of the players with what's this team going to be like. when you come out and you start playing, are they going to be good?
Yep.
Do we have to play with intensity? Especially with our team that we have here, they go off of emotions, and being able to understand, is this going to be tough or is this going to be easy? And Wapahani coming out and just saying, hey, this is going to be hard.
Yeah.
So either ratchet it up or we're just going to have a long day.
Punch this in the mouth first, that's for sure.
And what I like about this JV team is they can take the punch and answer. They won't stop. They might beat us by 50, but we won't stop.
We won't stop, that's right. Minute and a half left to go here in the first quarter. Wapahani up 12-4. Raiders in that man-to-man defense. Good ball pressure. And Wapahani hasn't been able to get the drives that they had in the first minute and a half, but
yeah, and it looked like Bell is trying to open that up a little bit by having the perimeter shots so that he can get underneath there to Lewis, but Lewis hasn't really touched the ball much since, like you were saying, that 6-0 run.
Bell with the drive, pulls up. Nice defense by the Raiders. Rebound by Painter.
A long 2 possessions there because we turned the ball over right after getting a rebound where they were able to run a lot off the clock. Good ball movement.
There you go. That ball movement
and
opens it up. Nice job by Painter. I know it's like a secondary, right? But Gray with the drive draws 2 defenders. You kick. Everybody, it's just a little bit discombobulated when you are able to drive and beat somebody on the ball.
Yeah, and to your point, I like how Painter can see that and just drive too. Yep. In other situations we've seen where they stop driving and they'll kick it out or they'll do something different. Jump ball.
Jump ball. Nice hustle by the Raiders.
Yeah, Gray taking on all 4 bodies down there. All 4 Raiders, or Wapahani Raiders.
40 seconds left here in the first quarter. 12-6. We can always say Raiders are ahead, and it will be accurate. There, Gray with a nice shot. As a dad, I think that's a foul, but we'll just go with it.
I was wanting to say it too, but I have a hard time saying it because I always laugh when other people say it, when it's not even a shot or something. You're like, it's got to go in before you can go and one.
And one.
They'll miss the basket and be like, and one. I'm like, no, not yet. That was close enough to be an and one because it went in.
Right, Wapahani holding for the last shot here. 10 seconds to go. Bell up top. Raiders in a matchup 2-3.
Oh, far
skip pass to the corner. 3 in the way. Off. And Raiders neglect to rebound, but they get you get a little lucky there. Put back attempt, no good. Raiders in the first quarter down 12-8. So again, hit that run there at the beginning of the quarter, but put together a nice little stop there to come close
again,
to the 4.
Like you said, got hit in the mouth, and we answered back. That timeout, I think, really gave us some confidence to be able to help us get back into it and kind of knock that dust off. Campbell picking up 2 fouls early in the game is a little rough for us, but he's a 2 to 3 quarter guy anyway. So other people have to step up and play. Painter driving, Gray doing a really good job of crashing the boards, knocked that initial rust off and saying, let's just play some basketball. As for Wapahani, we started taking away that inside post stuff, and Bell Carter has been trying to shoot the ball a little bit, and I have not seen really anybody else shoot it.
Yeah.
Other than the people that are able to clean up rebounds. So.
Yeah, we cleaned up that inside game, and they've struggled really to get the shots they want, I think. So.
But they still shoot, and I don't know if they're trying to find their range, if our rim's not being nice to them. But once they start making them, it's going to be a kind of a tough battle.
So 12-8, second quarter underway.
The other little interesting thing is Cam is now in the game, and that carry call was recent. So if he gets the ball again, he's going to get called again. Because as well as anybody, we can't change our dribbling pattern and skills at this moment.
Not in game 24.
No.
Raiders stay in that matchup zone, which has worked well. It shut down the inside and the penetration. It's got to watch those 3-pointers on this 2-3 zone, but so far
Yeah,
kept
they got
the three-pointers at bay.
6'2" Drew Pinniger in the game here as the post player now that took over for Lewis. Oop.
All right, Wapahani content to work the ball, get the shot that they want. It's a really good matchup zone by the Raiders. Bell's not getting an open look. They're not letting the ball inside.
That's where the tough part is for our varsity is going to be they can make the shot from right there.
Yep.
You know, they can spread you out to make you guard you 4 to 5 feet past that three-point line.
Between Bell and Andrews and Luce, they got some range.
Yeah.
There, we got our hand on it, but couldn't quite make it. On the steal there. This is a long possession, already over a minute.
My point of where do you stand on the shot clock? Freeze is anti-shot clock.
I'm anti-shot clock.
Anti-shot clock. Not even if it's 60 seconds.
Nope.
Because they can hold the ball here the whole time.
Anti-shot clock.
For 5 minutes.
Mostly because I'm getting more stubborn in my old age.
So we could just sit here and just watch this all
we could talk
long.
about it'd be like a baseball game. You know, we could talk about whatever we want. It's good. It's very good defense by the Raiders. They're taking away what Wapahani wants.
All right, see, look right there.
Their coach is telling them to go here. There's no. It's a JV basketball game. Why are you holding it?
Because they have the lead and they want to win. I'll hold it for all 3 quarters. No shot clock.
If they can hold it for 3 quarters, they should be able to win. In the JV game? All right, so far the possession's been 2 minutes. That's a travel. That's a travel.
It was a travel. However, there was a foul. So he wasn't really wanting to blow the whistle either way.
Well, the refs are paid by the game, not by the hour.
Then that's why they're okay with this.
They're comfortable with it.
This is probably the best hourly rate that they're going to make.
Just don't get lazy. Raiders just can't get lazy on defense, which they're not. Nice job by Cam taking away. Oh, ooh. We got a foul called.
Oh, there's action. Oh, sorry, I was falling asleep.
Foul called on Gray, 21. It looks like they maybe tied him up.
That's
a little homer. It'd be a homer call if I.
It was both. I mean, it could have went either way. I think. Again, I'm all the way up here, and I don't have my binoculars. Plus
you fell asleep.
I was kind of falling asleep there.
So we got a 3.5 minute possession. It is official. It's 3.5 minutes now.
And Lewis checks into the game.
And
we've had 1 foul.
1 foul, 1 possession, 1 substitution. We've had more substitutions and fouls than times the Raiders have touched the ball.
And shots.
There have been no shots.
I don't know if I've seen it cross the. Oh yeah, maybe a little bit, Pat.
Well, they're going to call another foul. Gray call.
Who are they calling on? 2-1, Gray?
2-1, Gray with his second foul of the quarter. Second foul of the possession as well. So.
All right, well.
Wapahani at the line, Caleb Lewis.
First shot.
First shot of the quarter, 3:07 remaining.
Well, the good news is there's 3 networks that are covering this and have no idea what they're saying on their end because they probably like watching the excitement of basketball. And we just talk about shot clock stuff. Do you think 9-star gets paid? Does the Wapahani get paid?
I would hope not, but
the network, like the people over there.
It'd have to be the athletic department making that payment, right? If not, that'd be a bad use of taxpayer money coming from a school board member. I hope it's the athletic department. Do we get paid? Do you get paid?
Not allowed.
Oh, okay. I haven't gotten paid.
I mean, I get a Dr. Pepper, but not from the concession stand. It's from my family.
Oh, we got another foul called. This will be on Jaden Campbell. This will be his third.
Well, he's really earning them tonight.
Whew. All right, so the top 2 leading scorers of the JV, Campbell and Gray, with 3 fouls for Campbell, 2 for Gray in the second quarter.
Oh.
So first Wapahani possession was 3.5 minutes. There's only 2 minutes and 45 seconds remaining, so we'll see how long this one takes. There's a shot. There we go. I don't like the result, but three-pointer by Riley Swift.
Yeah, and actually it was kind of a genius move to play the game that they played earlier, and then when nobody came out to guard him because they probably just expecting him to pass it again. I mean, really kind of wear them out defensively, moving the ball around like that. And if you only got 3 people moving around with the ball on your offensive side, then it gives you a little bit more energy for defense.
Move it around. Another three-pointer on the way from the left side. Raiders again refuse to rebound on the defensive end, resulting in a second chance point. There's a rebound. Nice job by Nolan Rector.
The difference between the 2 rebounds there was I watched Gray on that one. The first one, he wasn't able to block out his man, and that's what tipped it out of Noah. He blocked out his man on that one. Even though where he's at, it was completely underneath the basket, but by creating that wall, Noah was able to come down cleanly with it.
Gray for 3 on the Raider end of the court.
There you go.
A little hustle there. Nice job by Nolan Rector. Good hustle by Music.
Nolan's he's kind of the energy guy too, I think. Cam and Nolan, actually all of them that are out there right now, once they get going.
A quick 3 that time by Bell, off the mark. 10-6, Wapahani. Raiders with the ball. 1 minute to go in the second quarter of play. A quick quarter.
What's the thought process behind Caden with his 3 points?
He likes to shoot them.
Yeah, I mean, I like when he shoots them because he's usually about a 50% shooter. He only takes about 2 or 3.
2 or 3 a game.
Maybe 3 if we're in a deficit. And it's, I mean, the 50% rule, if you're making 50% of them, you might as well shoot up 30, kind of hypothetical,
That's right?
right?
And 15 go in.
But you know how stats go over time. They tend to, level out. But I was just kind of curious because he does shoot them at random times when he feels open, and I just want to know what his confidence is. And does he believe he can make them?
He believes he can make every shot he's ever taken in his life.
Okay. That makes sense.
Which is partly bad, but partly good.
Yeah, he's a freshman, so you like to have that confidence in kids to be able to build on that so that when he does have that opportunity at junior, senior levels, he's always built upon that foundation. You just hope that you never lose that mindset over time. Kind of like what I'm kind of going through at my household.
Oh, right. Good defensive pressure by Shenandoah. Three-pointer on the way. Oh, we got to block out. Whew. All right, well, I'd like to say that's an exciting first half, but I don't like to lie on the air. It's 16-10. That was a long.
Don't like to lie on the air.
That was a long possession.
Yeah, so, I mean, that's the whole point of a shot clock is
we're back to the shot clock.
Well, the opposite side of that argument is, and I'm open to interpretation to what you think by not having a shot clock, but it forces action a little bit.
It does force the action.
And, literally, you can take the ball and you could take it out of the hands of a team that could be good and still have a chance to win because you can make some of the shots because you held the ball for that long.
That's exactly right.
And sometimes you can argue that it's not even basketball; it's just keep away. And they played it that way in gym class earlier that day. So I don't know if you're doing all this work with these athletes to be able to showcase their abilities, why don't you have the opportunity to force them to showcase their ability and create more possessions over time?
That's an excellent point. We will continue this discussion of basketball strategy when we come back in the second half.
Shot clock or not.
Shot clock or not. If you would like to comment on YouTube, we'll take them. We'll take them live on the air.
We have plenty of time to talk about it there in the second quarter.
So we'll come back here in the second half of the JV game. Again, it's 16-10. Wapahani ahead of the Raiders. We'll be back on the Shenandoah Broadcast Network. Raider fans, we are back, ready for half number 2 of the JV matchup tonight.
Hello, hello.
16-10. We can always say the Raiders are ahead. This time it's the Raiders from Selma, Indiana, the Wapahani Raiders. Coach Hellman, what's the if you're the coach of the Shenandoah Raiders, what do you tell your team here coming into the second half?
For the JV, keep doing what we're doing. Let's not play scared. Let's just keep driving to the basket. It doesn't look like they're able to stop us from driving, and we get the and ones, which is going to create some energy. I think we need to get some confidence and energy and excitement back into this. Whether we win or lose, let's just go have fun. It's the last game. You know, get some kind of happiness to the rest of your summer. You know,
that's right.
Your spring sport that you're going to go into. This is the last 2 quarters that you got to play. Let's go have fun.
All right, Shenandoah takes the ball out. It'll be their ball to start the second half. Yeah, Painter, Campbell, Gray, Elliman, and Music on the
game
floor.
Within the game is got Campbell in the game with 3 fouls. Didn't play very much there in the second half or the first half.
And we go right to him to start the half. Oh, misses a layup. Needed that layup.
Yeah, that was exactly what Coach wanted out of the time, or like in the half, being able to get underneath the basket and get Jaden going underneath, and just not able to cash in on it.
All right, so still 16-10.
I'm not sure if he went up expecting that he was going to get fouled. He did kind of throw it pretty hard off the little lower end of the basket.
All right, Raiders still in that
think we
matchup
feed
zone. There's Raiders get their hands on it. A little chaos. Air ball on the shot.
Whoa.
Oh, foul. Foul on the floor. It'll be against Shenandoah. Aid Music with the foul.
Huh.
Just a little bit of chaos there, you know?
Yeah, I don't. Huh.
It was a quick jump ball whistle.
Yeah, the jump ball, I agree. I'm still kind of baffled by the other call. The Music, see, Gray's wanting to create some disruptions.
Just get some hands on those balls.
He is not going to want to go quietly into the night.
Again in that matchup zone. Wapahani content to get the shot they want, which could take several minutes. Oh, goodness.
We were talking about that the other day, my wife and I, about the incidental fouls, where you have both players going after the ball at the same time, and then when they hit, somebody has to come out with a foul.
Offense will always win that tie, right?
Well, it tends to be the one that goes
the most aggressive.
The inertia of the different direction, the Newton's law of whoever goes to the floor the most.
Which in the varsity game for us happens to be your son a lot of times.
That gets the foul.
That gets the foul called, exactly.
Now, there was a couple there on Tuesday that he was the aggressor and deserved the foul.
Yes. Good show there by Campbell on defense, shutting down that 15-foot jumper.
In Gray's case, in that sense, that's where you don't want that third foul to be. Gosh, even him shooting threes. They probably do one day just everybody just shoots three-pointers. And they just kind of Steph Curry it, and they just keep backing up. They play horse, probably.
That's a walk. Yep.
Oh.
Drag that back foot.
He is a skipper.
First time in the game for Caleb. I'm going to go with Kine. K-E.
Keen.
Keen.
I'd go with Keen.
Caleb Keen checking in for the first time for the Raiders.
Although, fun fact, it's always weird because in German, you always go with the I sound if it's E-I. So it'd be Kine. But because we're English, we do things backwards. So the E sound comes first. Keen is my guess.
Wapahani with 5 quick points.
Keep going, keep going.
Music with the drive, picks up the foul.
That's what we need right there. Let's keep driving.
So
Oh, go ahead.
I said Wapahani 5 quick points in the third quarter. I say quick by this game's standards, and took about 3 minutes.
A little
but
facetious on that one, yes.
they're now up 11. Raiders with only 10 points on the game. Music shooting 2 at the line. He hit 2 free throws before. There's number 3.
The little wins that I like to see is just making free throws. That's something that you've been taught when you're a little kid. That's what's very important, is make your free throws.
And you didn't jinx him. Nicely done. 21-12. 2 points.
I believe this shot was so pure, it just needed it. The second was going to go in too.
The ball didn't even think about lying.
Nope.
All right, 4 minutes to go now in the third. Bell hasn't got a shot off in a while. A focused effort to make sure he doesn't get that 3-point shot. You can see Music picking him up way out there. However, good drive by Caleb Lewis for Wapahani. Gets the 2-point basket. 23-12 Wapahani.
That's where your scouting report would be nice to have, is where is the range? Oh.
Little turnover there by the Raiders. 3.5 to go in the third. Down 11.
I get a little nervous when Music guards with his hand and arm there. I feel like they could call that if they needed to.
If the hand caught in the cookie jar, that's for sure.
Yeah. I've noticed over some of the games that refs have been allowing them to play that way. It's the second hand. When you get the second hand involved, they automatically just whistle it. Come on, Campbell.
Campbell for 3. Good.
I was a little nervous that he didn't look up to see the shot, but he just went off a feeling.
That's one Shenandoah needed now. Pulled within 8, 15-13.
Yeah, if you remember back to the first quarter,
23.
that was our first shot. So something's going on where they want to get Campbell
Bell,
some range.
A little bit. Nice
block.
block by Campbell on the rebound.
Oh, look up.
Too late now. Off to Painter. Painter on the right wing. This time to Music. He maybe a travel. Campbell, another 3. Off the mark. Here, a little pick up the pace.
Huh.
15-25 now. Raiders down 10. That was pretty exciting for this game. There's a foul. First foul of the game. Well, it'll be third foul. It should be the third foul of the game for number 12, Caleb Lewis. He's our leading scorer. He's got 12 of their 25. So,
hence the Pittenger sub there. Interesting. That got a couple of people in the crowd a little ruffled.
Oh my
goodness. You know, you do a good enough job to defend against a miss, and then it just falls right into a person's hand. It's just right there.
Yeah, sometimes those air ball, that was not a good shot. You don't expect the ball to come off the rim like that, right?
Well,
like
if you really box out the right way, it should always drop.
Shouldn't matter. That's true. I was trying to help us out, Coach, but
well, I mean, I think we have a chance to be able to win this game if we could do some of the little things like that. Oh, what a pass.
Nice give and go from Cam to Campbell.
That's going to be something fun to watch as they get older. It's just that dynamic of that give and go like that. Cam being, junior, so playing next year at the varsity level. He came mid-season, kind of early mid-season.
This year?
Yeah, like kind of came in.
Oh, came in, yeah. Yeah,
I think he started the season, but this is his first year back.
He went to Shenandoah as a young kid, went to Pendleton for a while, and he's back in good graces. where he belongs. See, again, there you go. Good rebound by Painter. Again, a good shot there. May not get a second chance right off the board. Drive.
Ooh.
There you go. Force the issue a little bit. Get in there. Just right when we need a shot to fall. We can't quite get it to fall. Raiders down 11, 27-16.
Oh, yeah.
Good hands. Just can't quite get it. Been 2 or 3 of those.
Yeah.
$20 seconds left. Little weave, get a shot in the corner just like they like. Good Brett. Good cut. Oh, goodness. Got a foul this time on Painter. Chance of rebound from the crowd.
As the whiteboard reference that you were talking about.
That's exactly right.
Tackle.
Wapahani at the line shooting 2.
Always some of the frustrating stuff as a coach is you know what you need to work on. You go into practice and you work on it probably 3 to 4 times more than you normally do. And then you go out on test day and you end up showing the same dysfunction that you didn't work on it at all. And then your grumblings are like, don't you guys work on tackling? Or don't you guys work on blocking?
We did it all week.
Yes, we did. We did it more often than we normally do. In fact, we have started to do that already this time of the season.
3.5 seconds here. See if the Raiders get up a shot.
Oh.
Don't even get up a shot. 29-16. Wapahani takes the lead here. I mean, Raiders, I want to say bad luck. I mean, some of it you create your own luck, right? But Raiders' shot percentage is probably a little lower than the Wapahani side, and Wapahani getting some offensive boards, and to me that's the difference.
I'm curious to know if there's a mindset that says I've got to hurry this shot up because they're good at closing out and creating disruptions from a defensive perspective. We've been getting the ball underneath and driving and just not able to get it in. You know, that first possession out of the halftime with Campbell underneath the basket, that kind of set the tone a little bit. But defensively, we're a little sluggish on rotating and closing out.
Yeah,
it looked like Coach did a little bit of switching there with putting Gray on Bell, unless that was circumstance with the man switching. But like some of the backside rotations, some of the things that just kind of closing out, doing some things, just not quite where we want them to be able to try and get back in this game.
Yeah, we got to press the issue here. We've only scored 16 points in the game through 3 quarters, and we're down 13. So we'll need to press the issue, get a few more points on the board. We'll see if especially pressuring the ball up there.
Yeah, I was going to say, speaking of press, I have not seen us run any four-court press to be able to cause some disruption on them. But then, I've always thought of that too, is do they feel like this team would be able to just crush our press where they just score quite a bit of early points on a run, and we're not doing what we need to do. So I don't know what I've seen us do press.
Can't leave your feet on a shot or on a pass. Can't leave your feet on a pass. That'll happen every time. Turnover by the Raiders. Wapahani probably content to hold it here if they'd like. They're pretty good at that.
Yeah.
Raiders are trying to pick up the pace a little bit on the defensive end there. They got beat on the dribble. Nice drive by Caleb Kine. We're going to go with Kine.
It's okay because their viewership is over there on the other network.
Viewership is high. I'm checking right now. 67 viewers
on their network.
On the Wapahani network compared to our 7. However, it is a home game, so it's a away game for Wapahani.
That's a good point. And
Most
it's JV.
of our viewers are here. However, we have yet to. The autograph session starts later. That's what I was told for us, right?
We have an autograph session. Double foul. Oh. So they're in the same grade. Have they been against each other all their career?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
We've seen Bell.
So they're very familiar with each other?
Very familiar. And his brother was is a junior, right? So we've seen him play, both of us, for since 2nd grade, probably.
Yep.
Long time. Bell on the drive. He's out of bounds. Good defense by the Raiders. All right, Raiders now down 15. You have to press the issue a little bit here if we're going to come back.
It's not that insurmountable. It's 5 3-pointers in a row with them not scoring.
Excellent point, Coach. We'll see. We'll see if that happens. All right, here's I thought we were going to get the first 3-pointer there.
No, Nolan is the one that needs to do it.
Campbell on the drive, a little out of control. No foul called though. I think he got bodied. I'm not saying that as a homer, but you don't want to bail him out. Timeout on the floor. 30-second timeout. Wapahani.
Yeah, sometimes I'm not sure if he's out of control and they don't give the call because of the out of controlledness.
Yeah.
He has been bodied up and slapped around a little bit, but I don't have the angles that they do down there to know if it's him flopping I guess I use that word very loosely. I'm not meaning that he's flopping, but just the coordination of falling gracefully.
Yeah.
Was there contact before the pass or the shot kind
You'd
of
like
thing?
to see him go through the defender,
yes.
right? Go through the defender versus
Yes.
fade. You may get the call probably
Yes.
more often.
Yeah, and some of the stuff when Cam was driving underneath the basket, you do have the angle where you're underneath of it, but if you could jump right back through the defender to cause that.
Yeah, you initiate the contact, you may get the call on the offensive end. All right, Wapahani with the ball up 15. They'll be content just to work the ball. I like that the Raiders have gone to man-to-man, kind of press the issue a little bit. But they're content playing keep away. Bell had an open shot, didn't take it. Yeah, they're just going to play. They're going to see how long they can keep the ball. And at this rate, it's going to be a long time, or they'll get a shot like that.
Well, we've got to shoot the ball to be able to come back.
It'll be our first shot. Painter with the miss. Wapahani with the board. 4 minutes to go in the ball game. Again, Raiders in that man-to-man defense, trying to apply some pressure.
We are starting to fill up here at the DOA.
Yeah, it's going to be a full night. Senior night against a really good opponent. It is a winner brings home the MEC championship.
Yeah, and I was thinking about that today. It's kind of where you want to be.
Exactly where
you want to be able to play probably one of the best team, if not the best team in the state, for a conference championship at your home court in front of a home crowd. Have no pressure. I mean, I don't know how many people is going to be picking us to win, so not a lot of pressure. There you go, Cam.
Cam with the steal up top, takes it all the way in. The layup is no good. Just can't buy that's not really a break, but excellent defense to get the steal.
Yeah.
Then he gets, that's a frustration foul. That's what you call that. All right, Raiders need to make a quick run and a quick run in a hurry. Down 15. It's been that way for a long time.
Yeah, we got to start making our three-pointers.
We need 5 3-pointers in a row with them not scoring a point.
Well, they haven't scored yet.
They have. So 50% of what you have called has come to fruition. Another good Raider defense forces a timeout by Wapahani. Good news is our defense is working. Bad news is they still have 3 timeouts left, and there's only 2.5 minutes to go.
I don't know how frustrating it could be down there as a player to just sit there and try to guard as well as I could guard and not have an opportunity to be able to make a difference in the game because they're just not, they're really efficient at being able to pass the ball around and call the timeouts when they get trapped and kind of leave us hanging at 16 points.
I remember in youth football playing against Jaden Campbell and Kevin Campbell, his dad was the coach. And our team was the Packers, and we scored pretty quick. We were quick scorers if we did score a touchdown. Not the Cardinals and Campbell. They were 3 yards in a cloud of dust. So fourth quarter tie ball game, we couldn't get the ball back. They did exactly that. They just drove. A little bit of, it's the most frustrating thing for the defense on football. Same thing in basketball, right? Like you want the ball back because you know you can score, and then the other team just with that ball control is frustrating.
Yeah. I do remember, though, in football, they have a play clock.
They do have a play clock, and there are 4 downs. So they have 2 things. That's an excellent point, Justin.
And at some point, there was a moment where that was a conversation that was had and says, we need to do this. Now, in youth football, which we've been to, they try to be very loose with it because sometimes you actually have to draw the play in the sand to help the kids out.
Sometimes you do.
Painter not wanting to quit. Music not wanting to quit. Campbell not wanting to quit. Gray. These are moments, too, that I look at from a coach's perspective is how do we handle our adversity in this moment? Like, what's our composure like? How do you lose with respect kind of thing?
Yep. Play hard. Don't play hard. Don't play dirty.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
There you go.
Through him. Good.
So that's my son being frustrated, right? So he's going to bust his butt on defense, do everything he can, get the ball, and just, I'm going in the hole. I don't care.
See it.
I don't care.
He's got a little squint in his eye.
Yes, when that happens.
Yep.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I believe that's only maybe his second or third shot of the game. Shenandoah hasn't had that many shots.
No.
Free throws or otherwise. So
I mean, the percentage is not good in their favor.
Not high.
We've missed quite a few layups. There you go. Give it back to him. Shoot it. Give yourself some chance.
Painter.
It works. That's what we look. That's what we want.
Just can't buy a bucket.
It's not falling for us.
Well, I'm going to say my son picks up a foul on this one. Making sure Bell doesn't get the ball.
Oh, he wasn't watching.
All right, good job. Good pressure defense by the Raiders.
So this is always a question for me, too. Does the clock for the counts still stay? Oh, there. You're right.
Well, I want to go back and see what that.
Is that his foul out? Oh, no, they're shooting.
So I was right. He did get a foul call. I'm going to
did.
go back and look at the replay here, see where that was.
Well, sometimes when you look at this, you think, oh, that's fine. We'll see you in football season. But
That's not happening with Wapahani.
no. Not something that they're able to put out on the field. Always been curious to know, though, how that might affect the basketball season, because you got dual or triple sport athletes.
Yep.
And you got football players and we know football players take a while to acclimate to the rim and the shooting process. It's just a different thing when you play football. It's keep your head low and go versus finesse and delicacy of shot processes. And then you got like Wapahani has an opportunity to kind of spend the winter season warming up and practicing and getting ready to be able to play basketball, to put their focus in a sport. One of the things from my hometown, we had a school that didn't have a football team, and they did their homecoming in basketball season, and it was always kind of a weird thing because a coach would always say, if it wasn't for football, they wouldn't have a homecoming.
That's right.
And I'm like, but Anna down the road, they don't have a football team. What's that mean, coach? Like, why do we? So you end up going to like 2 different homecomings. And then Marcus gets in the game to give us a preview of what's to come next year for
That's
JV.
Right. Good time to get the freshmen in the ball game.
Good move there by Bell. I have been noticing over the games that Marcus has been moving pretty well with his footwork.
Yeah, that's improved quite a bit.
The angles, the staying low.
Wapahani looks like they're just going to try to hold it, right? Like they're going to.
Well, Nolan had a little different opinion of letting them hold it.
Yeah, I'm going to watch this replay, what happened on the foul call where Gray fouled out here.
He was auditioning for linebacker.
Looks like he may have gotten duped there with a little. The guy knew he was going full speed, so he just ducked a little bit.
Ducked in there and got tackled.
Yep. So smart play by Bell. Picks up that foul.
Middle child probably gets that at home all the time.
Yep.
Obviously saw the squint in Gray's eye.
That's exactly right.
They've been against each other all their life too, so that's why I'm like really, really interested to see how our game's going to play out, because we've got some kids that are on the team that have been playing against this Wapahani team all their life, and then we got some other kids on the team that just it's very fresh to them.
Yep.
This rivalry, this competition.
And Raiders will maintain the ball here.
It's sad to look up and look at the score and see 16 points have been scored. Which is a combination of us not taking shots. Our shots that we do take, we don't make. And them holding the ball for a whole quarter.
Yeah, just a good game plan by Wapahani. We kind of joke about it, but their defense has been solid. They've taken solid shots.
Yes.
Very well coached. So, we tip their hat to them, and we missed quite a few shots. We were down 8-0. Never quite got back into it after being down 8-0. We made it close, but you're down by that much. It's hard to come back against a team that's so well coached. That'll be the last 12 seconds of the game, I'm sure of it. Tick down the clock. Wapahani JV, good game. Raiders will end their JV season. both teams.
Yeah, rosters need to be turned in by a certain time frame too, so it'd be interesting to know who made the rosters on both teams.
From
for
a sectional
sectionals,
standpoint,
yeah.
that's a very good point. Well, we will take a break. We're going to keep the camera here. We'll probably adjust it slightly so you can see the whole. I'm going to move this camera slightly so you can get a full view of senior night. Senior night, it will be here for the next little bit. I'm going to go get a snack.
Yeah.
And we'll be back here for the second portion of tonight's ball game, which will be the Varsity Raiders against the Varsity Waiters from Wapahani. We'll see you then. All right, Raider fans, welcome to beautiful Von Jameson Memorial Gymnasium for tonight's last regular season contest between your Shenandoah Raiders and the Wapahani Raiders. This is Christopher Gray alongside Coach Justin Hellman.
Yeah, what up?
Conference championship on the line tonight. Whoever wins tonight wins the Mid-Eastern Conference title. It'll be a big game. Wapahani is 21-1, I believe. One loss on the year. Our Raiders on a nice little win streak. Fall at Frankton in a close game on Tuesday. But they're playing well, Coach. What's the secret to tonight's game?
Well, the one loss came from a Henry County team, which was Newcastle. So hopefully it's another thing that we can do is say welcome to Henry County from their county. I think Delaware.
There you go.
Delaware.
I like that. I like that.
Welcome to our county, and hopefully we can play some good basketball. Key to success we'll get to probably here once we get through this national anthem. But I think we need a big game from our shooters.
Yeah, we need Coffee to have a big game from behind the arc, and we need to stop their three-point shooting. They're known for the three-point shooting. I believe they shoot 54% on the year, is what I have heard from a good source.
You know, as I was watching them warm up, I think it was maybe me thinking that I was hoping that there looks like a little bit of nerves on their part, that they were kind of missing some shots, not hitting what they wanted to hit. So hopefully that kind of carries over in that first quarter.
We will rise for the national anthem. All right. A nice senior tradition, having the senior band member lead the band. Miss Kathy Marshall in the band tonight, playing snare drum, I believe. Playing snare drum from the back.
Do you think she could play every instrument?
You know, I bet that's a great question. I bet she struggles on the trombone. Just going to throw that out there.
Trombone.
Struggles on the trombone.
All right, so there is a quest out there for anybody listening. Let's figure out what instrument Miss Marshall cannot play. I would probably go out there and say the xylophone.
The xylophone.
Xylophone.
I think I could play the xylophone.
Or am I thinking?
Xylophone is like the.
Oh, that's right.
That's the Apple Music.
What's the one where the accordion?
The accordion.
That's what I was thinking
Okay.
of. All right. For the visiting Raiders, the starters look like Eli Andrews, Camden Bell, Nate Luce, and Leighton. Nope. Oh,
Leighton Spence?
Logan Wolf.
Logan Wolf. It's senior night tonight, so the Raiders will definitely start their two seniors, Cannon Case and Hayden Hubbard. They've been starting the past few games.
That's true. If you're not here, if you are one of the few viewers that are out there listening to us, this is probably the best atmosphere, the best feeling.
Oh, yeah.
This is what we used to have this
every game
all the time, and this is I'm super excited that we've got it back, at least for tonight, and we'll see how long it lasts. Our starters, Zane Mitchell, Aiden Coffey, as the two seniors, and Garrett May.
And the two seniors will be announced last here.
I saw that too.
I believe that was a slap. I won't say what kind of slap.
I was
but
wondering
was
why he was smiling so giddy like that. I have heard rumors of that it was something that helps him get jacked up. I did not know it actually happens.
Oh, if you were not here to see that, Cannon Case the left side of his face may be a little pink, as one Jarrett Hellman with the strong right arm slaps him across the cheek to get him pumped up for the game. So Cannon starts the game with a slap.
I do know that they did it one other time, and Cannon had the best game of his career. So, as you can tell, these kids are wanting to win this game. No pressure on us. Pressure's all on Wapahani.
That's very true.
Can't wait to see what we do with it.
Wapahani starts out man-to-man. Inside to May inside. He misses but puts back for two. We got him beat on size. We're taller than them inside, so we'll see how much we can pound it.
That was interesting as I was looking through the roster. We've got 6'3" from Andrews on Wapahani.
That's what we got to watch out for. Nate Luce that time from behind the arc.
We do what we do best, and they do what they do best, and they're up by one.
Of course, Nate Luce, number 10, the coach's son. Excellent shooter from the outside. Excellent defender as well.
It's a good job by creating conflicts on.
There's Andrews, Eli Andrews for three. A quick 6 points on the board.
That's when you can shoot threes. You could really go. Taking advantage of getting that turnover. There you go, all the way.
Mitchell drives inside, gets the end one.
That's the way to get a three-pointer.
Nice, strong finish by Mitchell, picking up the foul on Cameron Bell for Wapahani, his team's first.
That's the key to winning this game as well, is getting him in foul trouble.
Get Bell and Andrews and Luce. Those are their three shooters on the outside.
Bell is an emotional player. He's the energy for this team. I know watching them grow up, watching them play, Andrews feeds off of that.
Yep.
Bell's if we can get him in frustration mode or even in foul trouble, then it should help us out. Nice to see Zane driving to the basket and getting the three-pointer the old-fashioned way.
Totally agree on that. It's nice to see Mitchell get some points early on, get him some confidence.
The threat of that three-pointer, we have to come out to guard all these. Oh, what a rebound.
Good rebound by May. Good defensive pressure there applied by Cannon Case on the outside. Bell with the three off. 6-5 early start. Coffee drives, 15-foot jumper. Good. Good. Oh, in and out. I tried my little Gus Johnson there. It didn't quite work. This time number 2 from the outside. That is Logan Wolf. 4 shots, 3 of them good, all three-pointers, 9 points for the Wapahani Raiders.
I don't know why he didn't shoot that.
Yeah, he's got the strength advantage pretty much over everybody he guards.
And Bell was right there too. Again, we were talking about that in JV. Go through them.
Yep. Andrews with the drive, kick, out to Nate Luce for 3.
Well, I was wrong with my assessment of their nerves missing the shots in warm-ups, because when the lights came on, they're putting it in the basket, which is a testament to why they're number 2 in the state.
Hubbard for 3, off the mark. I mean, the three-point basket, it's 50% more points. I mean, if those are all twos, you're down 5 to 8.
Yeah. Well, what you talked about right at the very beginning of the game, they don't have the size.
May with the block. Mitchell with the drive, gets it inside the case. Goes up, goes through. He's got to hit that.
Yeah.
You got to hit those shots inside. Because you got to hit those shots inside if you're Shenandoah.
It's a good move. I think he got a little disrupted by the hack when he brought it down. And then when he spun, he kind of found himself a little bit out the angle that he didn't need to be at. But, yeah, you're right.
Good defense. Well, they're going to take away Coffee, that's for sure, from the outside. They've made that. Drives, gets it knocked away. That 3 turnovers for the Raiders early on. That's 3 too many if you're going to stay with a team of this caliber. Andrews drives. May with another good rebound.
So we're doing a really good job on the defensive side. And it's almost like you don't want to come inside and we'll block you. So stay on the outside, which is something we probably don't want them to do because that's the 12 points they've got so far.
Yep. Game slowing down just a tad. Mitchell with a 2-point basket.
Another part of his game that we'd like to just see more of.
Yeah, that mid-range jumper, he's going to get him in this game.
There we go. The Raider Rowdies getting some defense chance.
Yeah, that inside out to Bell for 3. Good.
I don't know why we're not closing out on them. If it's just a rotation thing, I'm asking in general to you.
Yeah, we came to, there's no reason to put 2 guys when they drive on the inside. Cut them off and then get back out. I mean, Andrews is not going to score over Case or May.
And we've proven that we'll block it.
Yep.
We got Maddox and Hellman on the bench over there ready to check in. I can't see who they are. I think that's
Hubbard for 3, off the mark.
Leighton Spence is sitting on the bench ready to get checked in too. Whenever there's a stoppage.
So all that pregame energy that's kind of faded from the game now. Now they're a lot more in rhythm. And speaking of in rhythm, we're 6 minutes in the game, and they've got 6 3-pointers for the Wapahani Raiders. They're ahead 18-7.
Yeah, I'm a little confused, though, and you might have to help me with this. They've proven they can hit the three-pointer, so when they drive, they're dishing it out. And we've got 5 guys crashing the boards, expecting them to shoot the ball, and all the rest of the 4 players are out waiting for a skip pass or a kick out. And that's their threat, right? That's their game. And we know this right now. We're watching it. 18 points has all been the 3-point.
Yeah.
So why are we crashing in, I guess? Why?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I think let them beat you off the dribble and don't let them. But if they do, no reason to collapse everybody. I mean, is
that the timeout conversation?
We'll find out. I hope so. But, yeah, excellent point. They're excellent shooter, and all 5 can shoot the 3.
Well, they've just proven it. I think they've shared it amongst themselves.
All right, Raiders now with the ball. Garrett May with the drive. It's a nice look. That's a nice look.
That was such a great look.
Just in and out.
It's those games that you don't want that to happen. I don't understand.
So Luce with the long 3 misses. Long 3s equal long rebounds. That one just a long one boarded by Wapahani. They keep possession.
All right. Now I think the energy has settled down a little bit. Now the adrenaline is not in.
Yep.
And now we're going to kind of. Nice. There you go.
Just stop. Just in and out. Got a little lid on that rim over there. A couple shots that should have fallen. That one from Coffee.
some of those moments where you kind of ask the shooters to keep shooting. But Wapahani doing a really good job of getting them to a space they don't feel comfortable.
Yep. Well, they're going to work the ball here. They're just running a normal just motion offense. Either going to get the shot they want or get a foul. This time
I
they get a
didn't
foul.
see what happened there. Was it two hands? Did they push them?
Nah, it was just a little, like you said, that one hand in's fine.
They
Get two
the
hands
second
in on the
hand
dribble. They'll call that almost every play.
I just want to – it was a very quick whistle,
Yes.
so I didn't know if there was two hands that was able to make it happen so I can log it away for
future reference.
Correct. When the crowd gets big here, you end up getting a couple more people yelling some things from the crowd to help the officials.
Yes. .20 seconds left here in the quarter. Wapahani holding it for the last shot.
Which they've proven that they can do,
Prove they can in
JV-wise.
the JV game.
See, that one, again, that's the future reference one.
Gives the two hands in there. But again, what I don't like about that call is it did not impede him at all.
Yeah, I don't understand how they're starting to call that now already in the first quarter.
Yeah, agreed.
When they've been letting them play this way on both sides of the ball like that, and as soon as 12 touches them,
Well, that'll be the end of the first quarter, 18-7. 6 3-pointers on the Wapahani side. They attempted maybe one or two 2-pointers, but they 6 threes from the outside, 18-7 again. If those are twos, you're down 5. But with them being threes, you're down 11. If ifs and buts were candy and nuts.
I can't hear you.
And we'll have to come back till after the drum line.
Yeah.
It was loud.
I was thinking through Jarrett's foul, because we're talking about it being a little picky, I guess. I don't know. But I think he should have picked one up against Andrews earlier in that possession because he really shoved them hard. So I'm wondering if that was logged away with that referee and saying, I'm going to give him one because I let him have one. It's just another curiosity moment from a fan up here in the booth.
Yeah.
But having Jarrett pick up, with 10 seconds left to go, pick up his first foul in the first quarter, that's not what you want to have happen in his game. The coach doesn't want him. That's why he doesn't come out there on the court early to not pick up a foul in that first quarter. But I know how much this game means to him to be able to, get this conference championship for these seniors.
Good ball movement by Wapahani. Loose for 3, off. Another strong board by May.
Yes.
Another strong board. Now's when Coffee comes off. He's a little off balance there. A little off balance. Good board by Hellman.
He was right there by the basket.
Yeah, he was right. Probably wasn't quite sure where he was when he got that.
He was closer than where he went.
He was closer than where he went. Maddox Davis up top, first time in the ball game. Well, he's been in for a couple minutes. First time to touch the ball.
Yeah, I noticed him over there on defense. He was doing a really good job getting under and overneath screens, changing it up. So now we're playing a little bit. Oh, goodness.
Foul call on the curl there by Hellman.
He's giving him the shooting.
Let's see if he shot it or if he's passing.
They're going to take it away. He's going to have that conversation. He's going to take it away.
Foul underneath.
Oh.
He was passing. I mean, I think.
Well, we all know he was passing.
Yeah.
We've watched his game enough. But that would have been a really, jeez. That would have been a really good pass, though, because it was Garrett kind of rolling towards the basket.
It's at least the 4th turnover by the Raiders. Can't have too many of those against a team like Wapahani. You just don't get, they're shooting 3s instead of 2s. They don't make turnovers themselves. Good defense by the Raiders. Good ball pressure up top.
Does a block count as a turnover?
It does not.
It's hard for Maddox to jump when 2 hands are used to jump up from another player.
Buchanan Case back in the ball game, giving May a little bit of a break. Garrett's had some strong boards, a couple good blocks to start the game. Loose for 3 on the outside, off the inbounds play, and it's good.
Definitely something that they work on quite a bit.
I mean, there was no hesitation, and he wasn't really that open.
No. Uh-oh.
Pass inside to Hellman. Nice pass there by Davis. Not sure.
Somebody hit the circle button accidentally on that one.
Yeah.
Is that where you're going with it?
Yeah. It was a pass.
Some fancy footwork there. That was a great pass because nobody was anticipating it.
Including the person receiving the pass.
And then he ended up hitting that accidental circle button, and he's shooting for 2.
Hellman at the line for 2. Knocks down the first. His first points of the ball game. 21-8. Wapahani in the lead. If you're just catching up, 21 points by Wapahani. All 7 are 3-pointers. All 21 are due to 3-pointers, 7 of them.
We have earned ours underneath the basket and on the free throw line.
So the Raiders have hit 6 baskets.
Have we shot a 3-pointer yet?
We have not shot a 3-pointer yet. We've hit 6 baskets, though. 3 free throws and 2 2-pointers. That's the first 2-pointer of the game by Wapahani. Now 23-9. Davis for 3.
There it is.
There's a good jinx by Coach Hellman. Have we shot a 3? No, we haven't. Yes, we will. And yes, we will hit it. Raiders now pull within 11, down 23-20 or 23-12. Good ball pressure up top by Coffey.
Woo.
Again, they get on the inside. We've got the height. Raiders on the move inside the Case. He catches it.
Oh, he had a dribble he could have used.
Wasn't quite sure where he was on the court.
Yeah. Huh.
Coach Luce wanting to reverse it. A little Missy Elliott from Coach Luce. Throw down, flip it, and reverse it potentially.
I saw a hold call from Coach, so I'm not sure.
Bell on the drive. Off the mark. Rebound by Mitchell for the Raiders. He takes it up. 3-pointer on the way by Mitchell. No good.
Rolling.
No good. Oh. Hellman with some good hustle to get to the ball.
Well.
Timeout on the floor. Timeout. Wapahani. They hold a 23-12 lead. 4:07 left to go in the second quarter of play. I'm just glad they hit a 2-point shot.
They, as in the Raiders?
They're both the Raiders. They, as in the Wapahani Raiders. They've 7 threes, and they finally hit a 2.
Yeah, by getting it down low, I don't know if that was an accident or, hey. I've only got 30.
Well, we'll see what adjustments the Shenandoah Raiders can make here. I mean, I think we're playing fairly solid defense.
Yeah.
But again, they just hit some good shots. Loose, that last three-pointer they had, man was right in his face.
I mean, it's really cool because both teams are playing a different style of basketball.
Yep.
Our game is the down low, the taller, get it into the box and earn your way to get some points. We're not converting on those as much as we would like to, and we're turning the ball over in spots that we don't need to be turning the ball over, and then that's giving them extra opportunities to be able to make their 3 points. I mean, if you really think about it, we're doing a great job on defense and limiting their possessions. It's just they're capitalizing on their possessions with the 3-point play, which is what's gained the lead at 11 points.
100%, Coach. It's almost like you're a coach.
I've been watching a lot of basketball to where I can at least pretend up here that I know what I'm talking about.
Nice job by the Raiders stopping the penetration. That should be a foul.
On the floor.
Oh, they're calling it on the floor?
Yeah, he's calling it on the floor.
That's an interesting call.
It was a little late.
Well, if you're bald and middle-aged and white, you could be a referee tonight.
Man, that's probably a high percentage out there.
That's a very good point.
High percentage.
Foul called on the floor. Aiden Coffey for 3. Good.
Thank you.
There we go. All right, Raiders with their second 3 of the ball game. First one for Coffey. He's on the board. Raiders now down 8.
You can feel the heartbeats rising a little bit here in the crowd that's saying, let's get this going. It really is interesting being up here too, where they receive the passes. They're 2 to 3 feet behind the 3-pointer, and you have to respect it.
Oh.
Somebody forgot to box out.
That was a long 3, long rebound. Oh, that's a push-off. Yes, sir.
Well,
Bell picks up his second foul of the ball game with an offensive foul.
One way to do it.
Nice defense by Hayden Hubbard.
Well, over the years, I've always kind of wanted to see how we handle adversity and always watch both sides too. How does a great player like Camden Bell be able to handle that adversity like that?
And he stays in the ball game.
His facial and body language was great.
Yeah, he's just gonna roll with it.
Ooh.
Coffey with a little, can't quite pull it off. Good hustle there. Oh, goodness. Great job to get that rebound
All
and just
around.
had it taken away. Great hustle on both sides.
Then,
Loose for 3. Got it. Man, that's a big shot.
Number 2 in the state, you gotta respect it. Aiden doing his thing and just not getting the cash in that we needed to. Getting the rebound and still getting poked out.
Yeah, he's not going to get bailed out for that foul. It's a good non-call, good pass there. Andrews finding Zickraft underneath.
I don't understand whose guy that was. That
was the pick and roll. That's just a nice play. That's a little John Stockton, Karl Malone action.
Yeah. I was just watching Coach a little bit.
It's a reach-in foul.
Nice, there you go.
I think they'll probably get 24 on that. Yep, 24 on the foul. Zickraft. Mitchell trying to pick up that third foul on Bell, driving to the hoop.
I like to see the extra gear that Coffey's got. He's trying to make things happen. It's just not going for him right now. I think it's just this side of the rim. Zane doing a good job too of getting some shots. Man, we're not out of it.
No, just a few stops, a few buckets. I mean,
did you see how far Loose was back? How?
That's Steph Curry range.
I'm gonna start calling it the Loose range. And Andrews, the older brother, Eli's older brother from last year, set that standard too.
There's Loose again from really deep. Just off the mark. Good board by Hubbard. That's a nice stop. The Raiders need a little score here to get it back in the single digits. Raiders down 11. Mitchell up top. get Case in the post is what they're trying to do there. They get it to him. Collapses around him.
All three people.
Throws a fastball to the face of Hellman, but we recover. The Case goes to the spin. Nice defense by Andrews to strip it away. Pass to Bell. Pass to Andrews. 2. That's just good fundamental. And Cannon just can't get it going on senior night. Raiders now down 13. Can't let it get away. Wapahani may try to hold it. Yeah, Wapahani look like they're going to try to hold it for just one last shot here. 30 seconds to go in the quarter.
Yeah, we just hope that you don't pick up a stupid foul where you don't need to carry it on into the second half. I mean, maybe shoot it from the S. I don't care.
All right, Bell picks up the ball with about 10 seconds to go.
We can't get complacent. We can't pick up a foul.
Nice job by Mitchell on the steal. There's a layup.
That rolled around way too many times than I needed it to. That was awesome.
Coach Luce trying to get the timeout. He's very upset about that. Or maybe he wanted a foul. He's very upset, but he should be pleased with his team up 30-19. Raiders there hold it. Hold them to 11. I mean, a little run there by Wapahani at the end, but we're still in this ball game.
Yeah, and I think what Coach Luce is feeling is that momentum. You don't want the momentum to go in a direction that's away from your team into the half, where you give some, hope to a team that could possibly, derail your conference championship plans.
I mean, if you were Wapahani and you said you held Cannon Case to 0 points and Garrett May to 2 at half, I think you'd be very pleased because they lack the size and our two big men have only scored 2. So they're doing what they need to do and they're hitting 3-pointers. So
I wish that we would be stronger with it when the Gremlins are down there taking it away from us when we get low. We've missed out on taking an extra dribble when we needed to, and then when we do take the extra dribble, they get kind of scraped out. But, man, we've had opportunities.
Missed at least 2 layups that we should have hit. So, all right, we'll come back here. It's halftime. We'll come back, a brief break. Shenandoah Raiders down 11, 30-19.
somehow it'll find its way on Barstool.
But yeah, Barstool Sports. Welcome back, Raider fans. It is second half action ready to get underway. Coach Justin Hellman and Christopher Gray here broadcasting from historic Von Jameson Memorial Gymnasium. 3 shots, 1 goes in, I'll take it. Raiders now down 9.
Strong rebound there by Garrett, and then a putback that goes in. It's always nice to see or find out that it will go through the rim so that we can have more of those this half.
Yeah, we broke the seal, right?
Yes.
I always like to say that.
There is no cellophane up on top of that one.
Ooh, a little ticky-tacky foul to start the second half, picked up by May, his second.
See, and that's like they let him do that all first half.
Well, they'll let him do it a couple more times. Just the randomness. There's that. There you go. Nice job by Coffey. Trying to get it to loose again. He's dangerous on that out-of-bounds play. They don't like it when it's on the side. The coffin corner down there.
Little gamesmanship there by Andrews.
A little acting job. Good defense by May. Steal by Cannon Case. Raiders
looks like the halftime speech
9.
worked for at least these first couple of transitions. Oh.
Mitchell gets it down into Case underneath. No, he just cannot finish.
He's trying different spots on the backboard, too, to be able to find a way to get it in that basket. Good hard screen there by 24. Oh.
Good hustle by Hubbard to get the steal.
Travel because of the roll. Because of the roll, right?
It was a roll. I mean, it was good hustle. It was a good call.
Yep. I don't know why, but my eyes just went instantly to Coach Ellsworth to see if he approved.
He didn't say anything.
There was not much of a stomp, growl, callous look. It was good hustle and let's play ball. Oh, weird. Lost the ball, and they score 3 points.
I think Coach is pretty sure they hit the back of the backboard, I think. Hubbard for 3.
Yes. Yeah, so that's where it's interesting because if it where on the board does it count as out of bounds?
The back is out of bounds, so who knows if it's the back or the side? They must interpret it the side. Bell for 3 on the left side. Miss. Need that offensive board or need
when
that
they
defensive
miss,
board.
we have to get the rebound.
Andrews for 3. Miss. 2 offensive rebounds in a row for Wapahani. That's not good.
Not boxing out.
Inside out this time for 3. Zitgraf.
I'm telling you, they probably spend 5 hours just shooting 3-pointers.
You get them 3 chances to hit, they're going to hit one of them.
And they're going to keep shooting. Triple team.
Drive picked up. May clears the way, takes him to the hole, in and out.
Oh, my goodness.
Ooh.
See, like I was telling you at the beginning of the game, he ends up kind of leaning towards one way.
I thought his feet were on the line there.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it's a close call.
3-point by Bell. So the Raiders cut it to 9. And then just like that, 2 3-pointers, now down 15 again. And the momentum clearly on the side of Wapahani.
And, you know, we've been trying to it looks like we've been trying to get it down low. We've been trying to get some stuff inside, and they've tightened up, made it really tough for us to get it. So it's a one and done.
This is a big possession. If they hit this, that's a good stop. May out to Mitchell, out to Hubbard for 3. Just short. Rebound for Bell. Back and forth we go. 39-24, Wapahani with the lead. Mitchell guarding Bell, which he's done for probably the past 10 years of his life. Bell with the drive this time gets 2.
The reach behind steal type thing is always drives me nuts. It works sometimes in the game, but if you're going to attempt it, you got to make sure you have some help side. And Bell took advantage of that where there was no help side.
Yeah, high risk, high reward, but most of the time it's not going to work. Coffee for three. Good.
Yeah. He had plenty of time to think through that one. That was good. It's nice to get him heated up.
All right, Raiders now down 41-27. Again, they made a nice run there. We had the ball down 9. Had the ball. Case had about a 6-footer.
Yeah.
Missed it to cut it to 7. They come down, hit 2 threes, and they're up 15. And it's kind of where we sit now, 14-point lead.
Yeah, and that, a couple of calls that would have went a little bit differently. Bell throwing it off the back of the backboard, whether that's out of bounds or not, but the deflection off the backboard went to someone, got Coffee kind of mixed up, didn't know where the ball was, and then they were able to make a three-pointer off of that, which is 3 points right there with a swing. And then, coming down and getting lost and not being able to kick out there on that extra three-pointer. They had 3 to 4 possessions on one drive where they ended up with 3 points after that.
Yeah,
it feels like we came out with this energy of swinging really hard to try to knock them out, and we can't. And now we're kind of reverting back to what we were doing in the first half.
Yeah, to your point, I thought energy came out was very solid. Compare that versus Frankton, where we came out very flat to start the second half. This was a reversal of that. Looked nice. But to your point, they had 2 offensive boards, Wapahani did, and hit a 3. And Raiders now find themselves down 14. Maddox Davis in the game, as well as Jarrett Hellman. Where Hubbard and Case will take a break.
And we have a little bit of soft press. Man-to-man looks like.
3.5 minutes to go here in the third quarter of play. Need a nice little run for the Raiders. Cut it to single digits. Bell with the drive. Gets it.
That's his game. I mean, if you're going to play man-to-man, you've got to be able to know that he's going to drive right to the basket because he's got such a quick first step. Zane getting screened to Whale, and either we didn't switch off or we didn't get over top of that screen. And then it's kind of unfair for backside to be able to come off his man and to be able to kind of do something like that. I don't know if I would have liked Garrett to pick up that foul. You almost kind of have to give up a little bit, but that's Bell's. He's a left-handed shooter. It's a left shot. You got to come through me. The back. I think it's frustrating right now because it felt like that was a possession that we needed to have.
Yeah, it's a big 3-point basket by them. It's the equivalent of a 3-point basket, right? An and one. Coffee for 3. Short.
I don't see us crashing. And we're expecting him to make it because he's done it in the past. And we're just standing there.
The Raiders pick up the pressure up top. Andrews this time on the drive.
Oh, my goodness. So Zane got hit right in the head, and he asked the referee, and the referee's like, no. So
at least they called it out of bounds on Wapahani. Raiders with the ball now, down now 17. It wasn't
Zane's head that rolled out. All right.
All right, Mitchell with the ball up top.
Sometimes I get this mic and I just start talking about the referees, and it's just a part of the game that's sometimes frustrating because it's a human element that is up to interpretation. Because you really want our kids to win, and there's moments where that could have made a difference.
Goes either way. We're going to side on our kids' side, right?
Yeah.
Mitchell with the drive. Gets a good screen from Hellman. 2-pointer on the way. Good.
Oh,
good
Zane's
drive.
On the ground. We got to mop it up. Got to be careful.
All right, Raiders now down 15. Need a couple more defensive stops.
Keep driving, Zane. Keep driving. Keep driving. Again, the way they pass the ball, they create so much space, and they earn that respect from their three-point shooting.
Bell for 3. Got it. I mean, what do you do there?
Nothing.
You just
You
tip
just
your
got to
hat.
make sure you transition and make your points on this side.
Yeah, you got to tip your hat to him. Nice drive. Pull back three-pointer. Mitchell on the drive. A little bit of a bailout call, but as a Shenandoah Raider fan, I'll take it.
I don't.
Mitchell gets 2 free throws here. Raiders down 18 now. 47-29, a minute, 14 to go in the quarter.
Well, we got to make our free throws.
I think Zane was 4 for 4 before that one.
And that one was about a millimeter off. It hit the rim and bounced out.
That one's good. 30-47.
Yeah.
They were going to call that.
Yep.
He had that whistle gone before even Coffee even touched it.
Yeah, but I mean, we talked about it earlier. That call should be called almost every time.
Yeah, totally agree.
And I think the referees. I don't know if Zane kind of missed on some of the other ones, but.
Good defense by Mitchell.
Looks like it. And then they relax. Woo!
Good defense by Shenandoah
Yeah.
there, picking up the drive. Andrews now up top. Mismatch with Case on him. They'll set up the screen.
Why are we not counting like 5?
Well,
Was that because he?
too far away, probably.
Okay, like Cannon was too far away.
Yep.
Okay.
They're going to hold it for one shot. Andrews on the wing. Double screen up top. Case on him. This little one-on-one. They get him in the corner. 3 off the mark. And that's where we'll end. 47-30 third quarter. Nice, strong quarter by Wapahani. I feel like the Raiders we played hard. Not a ton of mistakes, but Wapahani's just good.
Well, at the beginning of the quarter, we did kind of turn the ball over and allow them to have more shots on basket
Lack of rebounding. Good
than
point.
what we should have, which is definitely a direction of the score or the direct reflection of the score. We gave them probably about 6 to 10 points of second, third chance points. I did like our energy a little bit there at the end of that third quarter.
Yeah.
Believing that we can do it. Defensively, we did a really good job of kind of stopping the momentum.
They just hit a couple shots, and it's right back.
Yeah,
back up to where it needs to be.
17 points is a pretty tall climb when there's no shot clock.
With no shot clock, and we're back to the shot clock.
However, I don't know if the shot clock would help in our favor with Wapahani being such a proficient shooting team.
Yeah, I'm not sure about this game. Yeah,
all right, if it forces them to shoot three-pointers or forces them to shoot the ball, I think they're going to we have a little game within the game here.
I believe Aiden Coffey said to the referee, "My hands are out."
And the whistle was in the mouth pretty quick right there.
Yes, it was.
He was ready to call something.
All right, Wapahani running a little 5-out open offense. They're in no rush to score, right? You're up 17.
The 3-minute offense.
I mean, there's no reason to try to score. You're up 17 points.
Yeah.
You got good ball handlers.
The mathematics of.
I mean, you get the shot you want, you get a layup, you'll take that. 19 now.
We tend to leave our feet on the first pump fake too, and they do. You can tell they practice that a lot. Is make sure that we pump fake to get them off the feet because that's the best. It helps our percentage of making the shot.
Mitchell drives, 2 points. Zane having his best offensive game of the year tonight, and he's got 14 points, driving to the hoop. Again, no hurry to score, up 17. I mean, it's now down to 6.5. Bell, though, for 3. Raiders just can't grab it. It's a big chance to get a stop.
It's a little bit of how the season's gone, you know? You kind of watch. We get a chance to be able to make a play.
Elevation there from Brock Zickraff of Wapahani.
You
Goes
have
up and
2 people
scores.
right around the rebound, and then it just tips out of bounds, and they get a second chance. And then now look, they're, an and one.
And he completes the N1. Hayden Hubbard checking back in for the Raiders, coming in for Cannon Case.
Taking the lead to a 20-point lead here.
Our Raiders will bring the ball up, 6.5 to go here in the fourth quarter. Now down 20. Mitchell again with the drive. 2, good. See if the Raiders apply a little defensive pressure here. And they do, and Wapahani scores. Apologize for not getting that on camera, but a layup by Wapahani. Mitchell with the drive, off. Andrews with the rebound. Up 20 there, no hurry to score again. But they're getting good they're getting good shots though, so.
Yeah.
Mitchell on Bell, asks for the screen. Gets the screen, pick and roll, layup, Zickraff, good. Delay of game warning, surely. Yeah, be delay of game warning, a little tippity tap of the ball there, but that's a nice pick and roll.
Who was it? On 24?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It went through the rim, and it was a good call. He hit it out of bounds. That's a
Jeez.
Hubbard for 3. Good.
See how there's an opportunity for them to call a foul because he double hand pushed us.
There, oh, then I call that.
Really? Everybody's complaining about that right there.
My fault for not getting that on camera, folks. I think they called the shot. I think they called it on the ground. Bell with the drive, wide open layup, good.
I don't know. Are we just forgetting to do what we're supposed to be doing on defense?
Getting a little sloppy here. Just like that. Turnover. 58-37.
So it's funny because I'm sitting here watching a couple of the Wapahani fans, and you're up 21 points, and something like that happens, and then you're just reaming the referee about something. It was interesting because we were at the game earlier this week, and I was reading on the wall how they had a sportsmanship award for almost 7 years in a row, and yet I did
Frankton, yes.
Yeah, I did not feel that way when we were there.
Yeah, it's amazing how that feels when you're the away school, you know.
Well, I mean, the referees were getting yelled at pretty hardcore, and we've been a part of some intense fandoms on our side of yelling at referees over the years, and I feel like this is our best represented fandom that we have as the Raiders in a long time.
Yeah.
At being disrespectful or, intense about the referee calling from a boisterous perspective. But when we're at other places, I mean, sometimes they can get pretty intense.
Oh, that's just.
And now we're just falling apart.
Now we're just falling apart. A little sloppy. A lot sloppy. I mean, you can just the body language, right? You can just see the slumped over shoulders just a little bit.
Like we tried, we did it.
Yeah, we tried, we came close. They're just too good, Coach. They're just getting the offensive rebound.
We got nothing left.
There's a senior, Brock Zitgraf, his last regular season game. Nice play by him. Just outworking the Shenandoah Raiders there. Hubbard for three. Off. And Zitgraf again. Just finds himself open underneath. Oh, goodness gracious. Now it's getting out of hand. 64-37. A turnover on the inbounds pass. There's Coach Hellman's favorite foul, the reach around.
It's hard for me. I don't know. I guess I got to figure out what Coach's philosophy is on it, because it's tough for me to understand if that's a accurate way to play defense.
It's not. I call it lazy hustle, as my kids will know. It looks like you're hustling when you're really not. Or fake hustle.
And you definitely get away with it a lot in the AAU stuff. And it's a way to be able to pick the ball off and head down the other way. But
there's a charge. Gray steps in, gets a charge from Bell.
And we get the terrible calls from the Wapahani Raiders.
Yeah, and again, I know it is my son, I'll grant you that, but I look like a charge to me.
I don't.
I'm not.
I mean,
and again, you're up by 27 points, right? So Wapahani moving to a zone. Hubbard with the jump shot on the wing. Good. Hubbard having a good night tonight. He picked up that early charge on defense. He's had a couple good shots. Solid on the defensive end. It's a good senior night for Hayden. There's good defense by the Raiders. Mitchell brings it up the court. Drive, not quite. Now, if you're coach, I think you're looking for a little bit of effort here to maybe a slight positive momentum heading into sectional. You're down by 25. Don't make it 35.
Well, and to your point, like I just watched right there, and that's, my curse is the body language.
Yep.
And 3 of the 5 slumped shoulders, looking down at the floor,
yep,
exhausted. Not saying, we are getting beat 24. We're not going to win this game. But one of those things, it's like, life is going to kick you all the time. And things are going to happen. And here you have an opportunity to just go have fun in the moment. And hopefully that's what Coach is going to be talking about. But, yeah. I don't know about you, but I'm sure there was, something that happened to me just recently that I just like, well, let's turn the page and let's go have fun doing something else.
Yeah.
And, these are moments in a game that you can kind of learn from to be able to say things aren't going your way. It's fine. We weren't expected to win this game, but we're trying to give it all we got. Let's not lose the last 2 minutes of our regular season to go into a sectional championship almost, like with a possibility of meeting Hagerstown, and creating a something we circled on the calendar to be able to do, or a Northeastern in sectional, because we want that. And this is what we wanted. We wanted to be able to be here in this moment to do this and not take advantage of, just giving up.
Yeah. Yeah, if you were to circle this, like you said, a circle on calendar, You're playing at home for a conference championship against a really good school. I'll grant you that, good team, but you're playing at home for a conference championship. So, I mean, the Raiders have a lot to be proud of. But let's wrap up the last 2 minutes. Play strong.
And our bugaboo that we've had is turnovers and rebounds.
Bugaboo. Love that.
Turnovers and rebounds. And I know Coach has been harping on that for all year. And I think we played outstanding tonight. They're a great team, and they took advantage of things that we let them take advantage of.
Turnovers and rebounds.
And now we've just got to keep going.
Andrews for three, misses.
And I'm hoping that's what he talked about right there in the timeout.
Let's get Cannon some points here at senior night. Yes, sir. Good. There you go. Case putting it on the board.
And, that turnover down here, that's just feel sorry for us kind of turnover. And you just let's just keep building. Like, we've got a game that we're going to be playing for a sectional where we have a chance and an opportunity to win. There is nobody out there that is it. I mean, we played against a team in versus Pennsylvania, and we played pretty well against them, and yet we forget that we did that.
Yeah.
This team right here, Wapahani, is a great team. They're number 2 in the state. Like, it's arguably should be number 1. They've got 1 loss, and they're going to go far, and we can't lose sight of that.
Loose at the line, misses his first shot.
And now we get the subs where
now
it's
we
like,
sub
okay.
in the seniors. Let's give the seniors a nice round of applause. Cannon Case and Hayden Hubbard check out. It's good sportsmanship by both coaches there, getting the seniors out or in, depending upon the team. So good careers at home for Hubbard and Case.
One of those mindset things. You gotta believe you can do it. Go practice like you can do it. Come out and go do it. And that's what we need from him to be able to go deep into this tournament. I love how he's been playing today.
Yeah, Wapahani going to try to dribble this out. Need a little defensive pressure here from the Raiders. Try to get a steal. Raiders down 20. That's maybe where it'll end up.
Yeah.
Looks like we may dribble this out. I don't like that, but it looks like that's what's going to happen. Wapahani's fans on their feet. A great regular season by them. A good regular season by the Raiders. A winning record. And we'll go into the tournament again. This is Friday. Raiders get the bye. We'll play the winner of Hagerstown and Northeastern, who plays Tuesday night. Raiders will play the first game 6 o'clock next Friday in Hagerstown. Raiders take it on the chin tonight, 65-45. Wapahani walks away conference champions on senior night. Well, Coach,
yeah,
you close the book.
Yeah.
And you start a brand new chapter on Friday.
Yeah, you just open up a blank book and you just start rewriting what you got.
That's exactly right.
The season is easily rewritten when you go out there and win some games in the rest of this year. And we have the talent to be able to do it. We just got to start believing that we can do it and find a way to be, fluid with it and not make so many turnovers and get some more rebounds. As you said on the whiteboard,
tackle.
So rebound.
So good round of applause for the Raider faithful.
Thank you for listening to us. Thanks for a good season. This is our last broadcast for the year. The rest of it's going to be at Hagerstown. So
that's right. We'll see you guys live at Hagerstown in person, hopefully.
Live and in person. I don't know if they're going to let us on the mic.
They won't let us on the mic, but they'll let us in person.
Yeah.
Have a good night, everybody. Drive safe. Have a good one.
See ya.